the speed of the fog, the light glow, and change like the direction that it spins. I can make it spin in a ring, basically, and make it go how fast it moves. I was missing a lot. I did a lot last week, and I liked it a lot today.
What are your guys' thoughts about Unity?
Unity, for anyone that knows what they're doing with it, is the perfect software to use if you're trying to make a good, decent game, I would say. I mean, I've used it, well, we've used it for a while now, and we know maybe a 16th of what the software actually does. But so far, I mean, hey, we can make a character move, have a character, like a camera that follows it. I can make water and fog and glowing lights and terrains, and so basically we have all the simple stuff down. Now, you know, as opposed to, you know, everything else that we should be able to do, you know, that's great. But and these guys, they hate it, but, you know, they're haters, so they don't use the software, so they don't have any liberty to say anything.
Do haters hate?
Hey,
Haters should cater it.
it is what it is.
We do not like it. We are using the software Construct 2, and it's not 3D but 2D where we look down at the character. And instead of them working for a few weeks, in 4 days we've already got the character moving.
Would you guys hold?
We have the character moving also.
You could literally delete everything that we have, and we could literally build up our character, camera, terrain,
Yeah,
and everything else that we already
in a
had
few
in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Would you guys say that Unity is like cool? Like it looks better and the graphics are better, but
Yes.
Construct is easier. Is like a user.
Construct is
User-friendly
Yeah.
software, that's what his is.
Yes, thank you.
Anybody that knows what they're doing, it has to be with the other software.
So on that delete thing, I'm pretty good at deleting.
Yeah.
Is that your job?
Deleting things that we need.
Yeah.
You know?
Now, see, I'm more of mutual. I mean, I like Unity. I think it's really fun to use. I didn't really get as in depth as y'all did, and I actually really liked it. I've seen Construct too, but if we're actually going to create a game, I would honestly want to use Unity just because it gives kind of a better picture. It kind of looks better, more cool. Construct 2, it's kind of fun and kind of cool, but I mean it's just basic. It's not.
Construct 2 would be if we were making a game just like Flappy Bird or something.
Yeah,
That-
I mean that's
where you would
literally
use-
That was
that's
our
literally
original
what
goal.
that's actually they use the software close to that. I don't
Yeah.
know exactly what software it is, but I actually seen a guy who actually went off and made pretty much a game that was Flappy Bird.
Yeah.
So
Anyways, good talk.
How did the codes come up?
the codes were crap. That did not work. All it was teaching me, all it taught me is that cupcake equals 3 plus 2 equals tax.
That's awesome, buddy.
Perfect.
And that somehow magically makes things appear out of nowhere.
Exactly.
You change one number and it makes things talk.
Exactly.
Okay,
Programming's great.
so question 2 is, what do you guys like about the storyline, and what would you guys change about it?
Our storyline teller is not here at the moment.
Well, actually, like with Evan creating the storyline, I trust him pretty well. I mean, I've read the storyline and it's actually great.
It's gotten
I would-
a lot better than what I was expecting. Because
Yes.
he's got the soldier working against Satan and going with, is it the 9 sins?
It's the nine. The nine
Why don't-
9 chambers.
circles. I think it's like the 9 circles of hell or whatever. But he's gonna be going through that. And at first, you know, Satan's trying to get him to work for him to get his life back. But really, the soldier is actually working against him. Like pretty much. I mean, he's just working his way through hell.
One of you that actually knows what the storyline is, why don't you explain what it is?
We just did.
Yeah.
The soldier is Vincent Strider. He's a cold-hearted assassin that actually got killed by someone even more cold-hearted, more skilled. So he goes down to hell, and he works a deal with Satan. And Satan says, if you work through all these 9 chambers, I'll let you have a second chance at killing that guy. And that's the whole storyline and the whole gameplay of working through each of those 9 levels to get to Satan.
So that's what I wanted.
Amazing.
Amazing. So what are your guys' thoughts about the project overall?
I think it's coming along pretty good. I mean, we've been on it for a while, but I mean, if we were to erase all this and come up with a new game, it would be a whole lot quicker. I mean, we've learned a lot through this whole process, and we're almost finished with it.
I mean, yeah, it did take a long time, but I mean, that's what it's gonna do. I mean, we're not programmers, as you can tell. I mean, we just literally we got in here and we were told, you're gonna be creating this game. Here's a certain software we actually had to research and find a software that we could use, and then once we found the software that we could use, then we had to learn everything about it, which we still haven't even learned everything about it, and they're still working on that. But I mean, literally. We were kind of goofing around the first couple of weeks, but now, in the past 3 or 4, we've...
Clovis, your facial expression,
they've
you just said that on camera.
Don't worry, we'll cut that out.
No, we're cutting that out.
They actually got after it, and it's actually coming along really well.
So for those of you that have worked in Unity and have used Unity, what have been some of your problems in it?
Well, the only really problems with it is the way that they file everything in Unity. They'll file it into a certain subject, but it won't be the ones that you would expect it to be. Like if you want a character, it may be in your assets where it's supposed to be, or it may be in miscellaneous, which is completely off subject of everything. So, that would be our only real problem with it.
And
Just trying
organization
to,
is off.
I would say
just a little bit.
I would say the next biggest problem is just getting the character to talk and move his arms and everything, because we can make a terrain and levels and buildings and everything for the character to interact with, but getting the camera and the character to move is going to be one of our biggest challenges.
You don't want those straight arm character in your game.
I mean, we could have that, but let's just hope that the player can't see that. So, as long as you can't see it, it doesn't matter. So.
Alrighty.